every day, one by one, I'm gonna try every recipe of Laura, starting from the very beginning. Come, join me on my challenge. Let's go! Hi everyone! My name is Ruta and welcome to the 208th day of my challenge, where I will actually try a recipe which is neither one of your suggestions, nor is it in the line of what I should try right now, but I have an excuse for that. Just because yesterday I tried a massive amount of, well, not tried, I made, I should say, of short ribs, braised short ribs, which if you're interested, I will leave the link in the description box down below. So as I have so much leftovers, I figured I should take up Laura on that offer to try out the recipe for leftovers for them. So that's exactly what I'm gonna be trying today, short rib pasta. And before we move into the ingredients, I wanna mention, where's my little cheaty note? What do I wanna mention? Oh, Ruta. Oh, okay. So in the recipe, it kind of writes that you should take 3 short ribs. Now, if you watched my previous video, which was making those ribs, then you know that my amount was way bigger. That is, the total amount, the weight was the same, but the number of the ribs, well, was different. So I calculated, being all geeky and whatnot, and I found out that you should use somewhat like 800 grams of those leftovers. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna use today. I just think I love calculating stuff. It's like in my nature, being precise and whatnot. So the other thing is the basil. It's still not the season for it, which basically means that where I live right now, there's no basil. So needless to say, I will not be using that today. And as Laura uses fresh herbs, and as this is gonna be a super quick recipe, I've decided not to use dry rosemary, basil, which I usually do whenever I have some fresh herbs and I don't have, well, I have in the recipe. When there are fresh herbs in the recipe, I'm like so excited. Calm down. This will be so tasty. So I usually substitute those herbs, fresh ones, with dry ones, but in this case I thought, you know what, I will just omit it all together, and then I will increase a little bit the amount of parsley. So in total you should be using about 3 tablespoons of fresh herbs. I will be using 2, but I think it will be okay, and I will be using only parsley, and that's it. So now let's go over the ingredients. I'm so weird today, and let's get started. We're gonna need 350 grams of rigatoni or penne-like pasta, around 800 grams of leftover short ribs, about 450 grams of leftover sauce with vegetables, 40 grams of freshly grated Parmiggiano, quarter cup of heavy cream, and 6 grams of parsley, chopped. I want to start by shredding the meat because I feel like this will actually be the longest step, and Laura mentioned that it will be easier to do that if the ribs are warm. So what I'm thinking is I will put them into the microwave for like 1 minute or so and see how that goes. What I want to do, I want to remove the meat from the bones and from the fats. I want to discard those and then shred the meat. Now, at the same time, because that thing will also take some time, I will put a large pot full of water and start bringing it to a boil. Okay, and now I'll puree the veggie sauce. pasta, which I will cook al dente. That is 2 minutes less than the package instruction says. Not even rhymed. And by the way, I've salted this water really well. The time to drain the pasta has come, but before that I want to quickly reserve half a cup of this cooking starchy water, which will be great for making the sauce. Okay, and now this pasta will go back into the pot along with the sauce I have there, the shredded meat. I also have heavy cream and the reserved water, and then I will cook everything for 2 minutes over medium-high heat. And now heat off, Parmigiano and the parsley in, and that's it. Oh, this looks so good. Oh my goodness. I have to say, this looks better, I feel like, than the short ribs themselves. Do I need to say anything else? Oh my god. This is definitely better. I know it sounds funny. I want to take another bite so much. I know it kind of sounds funny that the leftovers, but wait then. I have quite a lot of actually dishes, leftovers of which I like more than the dish itself. So maybe that's not so funny or strange. This is really good. I think I started liking this dish more than the ribs themselves when I was actually, let me just put it here, when I was actually separating the meat from all the fat. I was so surprised to see just how much of that fat there is. It's like, they're really good, they're really tasty, but when you're eating those ribs, I ate like those 2 ribs you saw yesterday, well, in the previous video, and then by the time the dinner came, I was not hungry, like, at all. I could have not even eaten that day. I was so full of those 2 ribs. This is so like, you eat and you feel it's so fatty, and it's not necessarily a very nice thing. So here you just have the meat, or well, as much just meat as I could by separating. You saw how much of leftovers I had with the bones and fat. I'm like so I'm excited. This is so good. I love really this dish, because now I feel like, okay, let's take this little. Now I feel all the taste, all the wonderful taste that the short ribs dish had, but without the fat. And okay, the funny thing, when I was mixing it, I was like, okay, with so much mixing, I will surely break all the pasta apart, because, well, it's kind of big and chunky, and I thought, while I mix everything in, it will just like be left like a, I don't know, like a porridge or something. But did you see? Did you see how nicely they hold their shape? I think it's because I cooked it al dente. Like seriously, I'm like amazed by this dish. So, wow, that was loud. If you want, go and check there. I totally have something in my eye. I try to ignore it. I try to pretend like there's nothing there, but there is. So I will finish video like this. No, just kidding. If you want, go and check the original recipe by Laura there. I might blink with one eye more than with the other, because I definitely have something. And yum yum yum. I told you I'm weird today, just bear with me. The written recipe, as always, is in the description box down below in both American and the metric systems, because I am converting every single recipe I try into the metric system. And then what? What did I want to say more? Oh, if you like the idea of my challenge, don't forget to subscribe. And if you like this video, I will be sitting and like smiling like this. They like this video. Okay, now I think it's time for me to just run away. That's enough. Weird Ruta for today thing. And I need to take that thing out, whatever it is. So, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you had fun and that you enjoyed this video and that it was helpful. If you have leftover... Oh, I totally remembered what I wanted to say more. This is a wonderful recipe for any kind of leftovers. If you braised something for a really long time, for example, my favorite chicken cacciatore, which I make so often, you can do the same, just, you know, use the chicken instead. So I'm thinking I will use this recipe a lot just because it's really handy, really quick, and really tasty. And you just make the same dish you had in an entirely different way. It's an entirely different dish. Okay, now I'm running away. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!